We're gonna use a chair a little more actively than we sometimes do today. If you have one nearby, awesome. Other waist high surface, wall, light weights if you want them, and we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna move my chair out of the way. You're gonna find a nice wide stance. Toes turn out to 11 and 2. You're gonna bend your knees, come down low. Chest is bright. Your spine is neutral and upright. Your hands come to your hips to start. Press your tailbone down an inch, up an inch, down, and up, lower, and left, lower, and left. All right, I'm glad you guys are all here today. You can make it for a workout of 3. Sorry I changed the time on everybody, but I guess maybe the people it didn't work out for are the ones not here. All right, we're gonna hold it down. Bring your left palm to your inner thigh, reach your right arm up and over, find a little side stretch. You really want to think about pushing your feet into the floor. As your hips are loosening up, maybe you're more on the instep of your feet, try to push the backs of your feet down towards the floor. Come a little lower, then switch sides. Right palm pushes back on your inner thigh, left arm reaches up. Sinking a little lower. All right, then you're gonna come to upright. You're gonna reach your right hand up to meet your left, palms face forward. You pull up for 2, down for 2, pull, reach. Your hands can go straight up to the sky. They can go more forward. Try to come really low since we're moving slow. We're gonna go a little faster. We'll take it to tempo. Here we go. Take it up, down. It's lift, drop. Big pulls. Don't lean forward. You want to keep your chest really lifted, abs tight. Down. Think of squeezing your glutes on the up, but don't press your hips forward. Nice neutral spine. And lift. 3, 2, last one up, hold it down. Thumbs to the back wall, sink a little lower. Shoulders away from your ears, ribs hug down, forward fold. In 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, find a straddle stretch. You want to turn your toes so they face forward. You can take your head as low as feels good. All right. And then with your toes facing forward, we're gonna come into side lunges. So wide stance stays. You bend into your right knee. Reach your arms forward. All right, keep your arm bones plugged back into your shoulder sockets. Then sweep your arms around, come to the left. We'll do that just a little bit faster. Here we go, take it side. All right, big breaths. Now you're hinging forward at the waist. Got this little lean, but keep your head lifted. Gaze somewhere in front of you on the floor. You're not cranking your neck up to the sky, but you're not dropping your head down towards the floor. Now hold to the left. You're gonna pivot, turn, find a crescent lunge. Hands stay behind you. Palms face the floor. Start with your back leg really straight. Back heel high. Left knee stays right over your left ankle. Left leg really stable. Just the back knee's gonna bend. You're gonna curl your arms in and bend. Reach and stretch. In and bend. Reach, stretch. Bend. Reach. You really wanna grab your weights nearby for a little extra bicep work, go for it. But you can get a lot here just by using your brain. Pull and reach. You want that back knee right under your hip. Woo! Little balance challenge. Getting me as I look to the side. You want to find a focal point in front of you. Just one more. Now hold. Lean forward at the waist. Get your arms nice and long. You're going to take this same position, head to heel. Nice long engaged core. We'll take it to the floor for a straight arm plank. Let's do it. Bring your hands down. Step or hop your foot back. Find your plank. You can be right here on your toes or drop to your knees, pull your feet in towards your seat. Find that straight line all the way from the back of your head to the tops of your heels. Hug your core up and in. All right, nice and slow. We're gonna find slow, slow, slow mountain climbers. So lift your right leg up, pull it into your chest, reach it long. Left leg pulls in and reach. Keep going. Take it. Right leg in and reach. Left leg in and reach. See your legs staying in center. Probably just a little bit inside the same arm. Try not to let your hips lift up. I kind of make the excuse that my hips have to lift up from my leg, but they don't really. Your knee can graze the floor. You've got one more time through. Left leg in, find your plank and hold. Recommit to the position. Feel a squeeze under your armpits. A lift up through your belly. Down dog stretch in 3, in 2, and 1. Find your down dog stretch. I gotta tap my phone. Hopefully they're gonna fix this Instagram glitch sooner rather than later. But I don't think it's affecting you guys if I keep tapping my phone. All right, back to standing. Side lunges again. Feet face forward. You reach, push, reach, push. All right, finding your knee going over the middle of your foot. You push, press. Maybe feeling a little warmer than the last time we were here. We're gonna hold to the right. Here we go. Hold. Pivot right. Right foot forward. Left foot back. Left leg squeezes strong. Left hip dials forward. You're gonna reach your arms forward. As you bend your back and you pull your elbows to your side. Here we go. You pull it down for 2. Reach for 2. It's down. And reach. So front knee doesn't change very much. Just the back knee bends down. And reach. Really push down through your left ball of your foot and your right heel. For stability, you can always grab that waist-high surface, take the arms out of it if you need more support. And reach. All right, 2 more. Reach. Last one down. Hold your reach. Arms long. Find your balance. We're coming down forearm plank. I'll meet you there. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Find a forearm plank. All right. Elbows under shoulders. Nice long line. Tapping the screen, man. I got to get a little closer to you guys. All right. We're going to find that same long line. Same supportive core. We're going to find rocks forward and back. Here we go. Push down to come forward. Push down to come back. Pushing your forearms deeply into your mat or the floor. Think of dragging your elbows back to your hips. You're definitely going to use your feet and leg strength to move, but try to make it more about your core. You pull and push. All right, 3 more and push. For 2 and push. Last one forward. Now hold. Stick with me. We've got one more change. Shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your thigh bones up towards the ceiling. Hug your belly up and in. You're gonna drop and lower your hips together. It's down an inch, up an inch, a little lower, and lift, drop, lift, drop, and lift, drop, and lift onto the side, drop, and lift, a little lower, lift. Kind of working within your regular position. It doesn't need to be too big. Down and lift, down and lift. Just 6 more. Keeping the hug of your abs up and in. Always holding our muscles in the position we want them to be all the time. All right, last one. Just hold. Child's pose. Coming up. You've got 10 seconds. Stay with it. Stick with me, breathe. Lift your abs up and in. Find that long, long line. Child's pose in 3, 2, take that. Whew. I joked with you guys my last class, this Instagram glitch is giving me more breaks, which is probably good and bad. Makes me breathe a little less hard when I'm talking to you guys. All right, you try not to take the breaks. If you've got weights, you can use light handheld weights. Grab them. If you've got choices, I recommend the heavier ones. We're gonna do some bicep curls in a seated neutral spine position. So that means you are gonna come to seated. Your sits bones right under your hips. You're gonna wanna move your glutes to the side. So you really push down through your sits bones. All right, I'm gonna come back just a little bit so you guys can see more of my body. Flex your feet, legs are hip distance apart. Flex your feet back towards your face, sit up tall. Strong core, and then you're gonna grab your weights. Elbows come into your sides. You're gonna take your weights, find a bicep curl nice and slow. Take it up, 2, down, 2. And lower. And lower. All right, this is really good functional ab work. This will not be the most intense abs you've ever experienced, but you really want to think about the muscles that support good posture. So you're wrapping your muscles around your spine, those core muscles, working hard to give you support. And lower. Maybe you can take your weights a little lower, tapping the floor. Curl up to your shoulders. Tendency here is to lean forward or back. So really lift your shoulders bright. Find that kind of exaggerated upright position. Just a few more slow. And lower. 3. Really hug in your low belly.
United as one.
All right, last time through.
Facing front and
All right, you're gonna bring your weights together. Elbows come high and wide. You're gonna keep that same really upright position, but you're gonna diamond out your legs. So bring your toes together, knees are out. Bring your arms forward, sitting up tall. From here, squeeze your knees in just a little bit. They might not be able to touch the way your feet are on the floor. We're gonna open and close legs and arms. Here we go. You take it, open, 2, close, 2, open, close, open, close. Maybe even closing your eyes, focusing a lot on that abdominal support you need to hold this posture. Moving both your arms and legs is going to challenge that nice posture. You might want to start to slouch a little bit. Don't let yourself. You can always drop your weights. And push. Keep going. 3 more.
we stand together, united as one.
All right, this time you're gonna hold it close. Bring your legs all the way together. And then from there, you're gonna lose that upright position. You're gonna lean back a little bit. Tuck your tailbone under. Now, option at any time to let go of your weights. You can set them to the side, hold on behind your hamstrings. You can find a little support even with your weights for a minute. We're gonna find down and up 1 inch. You come down an inch, up an inch, lower, and lift, lower, and lift. So option to keep the weights there. That's more work for your shoulders, more work for your abs. Up. I think I'm gonna keep just one weight. Down and up, down, up. All right, we've got the option to keep this weight. We're gonna get into some shoulder stuff, but it's plenty hard with no weights. So don't feel like you've gotta hang on to that weight. Do what works for you, what lets you stay in the work, doesn't bring any negative pain. All right, down and up. 6 more. Down and up. 3, 2. All right, hold the down. Lightly hold on with your left hand. Bring your right elbow into your side. Nice 90-degree angle at your elbow joint. Shoulders down. All right, you're gonna push your right arm up. You're gonna lift your left leg to a rooftop position. You take it, lift, and pull. Lift, and pull. So it's a little hard to see. I'll turn back to the side. You wanna lift your knee up towards your face, and then lower. You're not just kicking your foot. Lift it up to your face, and pull. By lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, we are getting some really good crisscross action on our abs. We're gonna hold the up in 3, 2, hold it up. You press your arm up, you pull your knee in. All right, lightly hold on with that left hand, or maybe reach the left arm long. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, reset. All right, you slide that weight over into your left hand. You hold on with your right hand. Tuck your tailbone under. Find that support in flexion, scooping your tailbone underneath you, lengthening your low back towards the screen you're looking at. Left arm comes into your side. Nice and slow, it's lift. Pull. Lift. Pull. All right, always the option, kind of did it before I said it, to just do your arm. You might be feeling this a lot in your hip flexors. Got these 2 big abdominal exercises back to back. Try to put more work in your abs, and maybe hold on with your right hand if you're not there already. All right, 3 more, and then we hold. Find a little pulse. All right, lots of ab work here at the beginning of class. We're gonna hold the up. Little pulse, come in and up. Push, 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 push. All right, you keep going. Pull it in. Push, 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 push. Just 8, 6. All right, you might guess what's coming. We're gonna challenge ourselves to hold it at the end. Both arms, both legs. Maybe drop the weight in the left hand first. 3, 2. All right, here we go. Left arm lifts, right arm lifts. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts. All right, you look like this. You tuck your tailbone under, hug your belly down and in, squeeze your inner thighs for a little more stability. Put all the work in your core, tuck your hips, draw your ribs down. Maybe press your arms up 1 inch. You breathe for 4. Little rock and roll to stand. We'll keep our weights. In 2 and 1. Hug your knees in. Find a rock. And come up to standing. With your weights in your hand, you're gonna find a wide squat. Not as wide as when we started class, but a little bit wider than your shoulders. Feet turn out. You're gonna bend down through your knees. You're gonna reach your left arm forward, pull your right elbow back. Then as you rise, you switch. You pull and lift. A little bit faster now is up, down. All right. One of my new goals is to stop saying rise in that way. Right as you stand, not an action verb. Pull. But hopefully you knew what I meant. All right, some good abdominal work here too. As your arms kind of try to take your torso side to side. Reach. All right, you've got the option to stay right here, or you can add a slide to the right. Down, left, down, Bring yourself to an athletic V position with your feet, heels click Inner thighs squeeze. All right, just 3 and we hold it down. Last one up, hold it down. Sweep your left arm behind you. Stretch your right arm straight. Tricep lifts. Add a pulse of the legs. Take it, pulse, 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 pulse. Option here, you want a little bit more for your calves, a little less stability from your legs. You can lift your heels up. Bend your knees a little more. Right, shoulders down away from your ears. Hug your belly in. We just got 2 sets of triceps left. You are almost done with this first one. We're gonna find the other side of that row series in between. So burn out your triceps here. Lift a little higher. Come a little lower with your legs. That full range of motion is coming up next. We'll just switch our arms. 4, 2. All right, drop your heels. Now your right arm reaches forward. Your left elbow comes into your side. You come down and lift. It's down and lift. Down and lift. A little bit faster now. Down, lift, down. Your goal here is not to let your shoulders or hips twist. Really hard to do that. I can feel mine kind of going this way and that way, but the more you work on it, the more you're gonna strengthen the core muscles you need to prevent that in your everyday life. All right, if you did so on the other side, or even if you didn't, if you wanna try it this side, we'll slide to the left, down, left, down. Keep going. You got it. 6, 5. Keep your arms nice and straight, both directions. 3, 2. Last one up. Hold the down. Arms stretch straight. This time, palms face each other. Pinkies to the sky. Maybe float your heels, your elbows bend. Stretch, bend, stretch. All right, you got it. Maybe bend your knees a little more. Keep your arms lifted. Gaze is on the floor. Keeping your balance. You bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Really feel the fire in the backs of your arms. This is it for our tricep work. Let's bend, stretch. 8 more. 7, really get them straight. Lift a little higher each time. 5, 4 and a hold. 3, 2. We gotta have that final hold. Here we go. Arms get a little straighter. Maybe bend your knees more. Hug your belly up towards your spine. Nice long neck. Feel some shakes. We'll set our weights down. Grab our waist-high surface. In 3, in 2, and 1. Nice job. All right. Exchange your weights for your waist-high surface. Maybe grab a sip of water on the way. All right. You're gonna bring your chair, your wall, whatever you need. You're gonna step your left foot forward. Then you want your surface on your right side. So left foot comes forward, right foot comes back. We find a hinge lunge. So from the side, this looks like this. You're hinging forward, but you've got a nice strong core. Plank alignment. Feet are parallel. Bend a little lower. Down and up. It's down, left. All right, if this feels too fast, meaning you feel a little wobbly, your knees are kind of, your front knee especially is kind of going all over the place, slow it down or make it a little smaller. It doesn't have to be full range of motion. It's a a little harder if it's not. Down, up, down, up. All right. We did 2 abdominal exercises right there at the top of class, but we are doing a lot of standing abdominal work here. Down, up, keep going. Down, up, down, up. Keeping your core strong. As you move arms and legs, that's gonna hit us with our next variation. So maybe you're going all the way down and up, or just finding that middle range. Wherever you're at, hold it low. All right, find that low position. Push down into your left foot. Use some support from your surface. You might chair a little farther away. I got my right hand on here. You're gonna reach your left arm long. You're gonna pull right knee to left elbow. Here we go. Pull it in. In. Finding a standing crunch and a ton of leg work on the left. Pull in. Just a few more before we stand tall. We'll get a little more into both glutes. You got it. Keep going. Breathe. Keep moving for 6, 4, 2. All right, 1 extra there. Hold your leg in. Stand up tall. Now you can turn to face your surface, or you can stay sideways. I just turned so you guys can see me. You're gonna push your right leg back behind your left. Stand up really tall. You're gonna curl your foot to your seat, kick the floor. It's curl, kick, curl, kick, curl, kick. You wanna keep nice upright posture, but if you need a little less, if it's better for your low back, you can always bring your arms to your surface. Curl in, reach, curl, reach, curl, reach. You want to keep your leg behind you. You want a little bend of your left leg. Curl and reach. 3, 2. Last one in, hold it straight. All right, your leg is straight. You're either leaning forward a little bit or you're totally upright. Bend your left knee a little more. You're gonna take your right leg out to the side. So take it out, in, out, little cross, out, little cross, out, little cross, out, little cross. I say little cross because it might not cross all the way to the left side of your left foot, but it's just an inner thigh squeeze. Out, inner thigh. It's out, inner thigh. Outer seat, inner thigh. Outer seat, inner thigh. 4 more. 3 and a hold. 2, hold the out. Stand up a little taller. Option to lift your left arm up. Lift your right leg a little higher. Hug your core strong. 4, 3, 2, we stretch. Find a figure 4. We'll do both sides. Use your surface for a little support. Spine nice and upright. Whew. My glutes are talking to me. I hope yours are a little bit too. But give them a good stretch here. Big breath in and out. And then come up. Other leg crosses. You can always take a different stretch if that's calling to you. I'm gonna move my chair. You guys finish out that other leg, figure 4. Give yourself 1 more breath. All right, and then come down. We're gonna do the other side. So you step your right foot forward, surface is on your left hand, left side, right leg back, full range of motion. Take it down, up, down, up. All right, good thing about your surface, if you're using a chair, you can kind of move it, or you can move away. You want enough space that chair is not cramping your style. You can move in your nice alignment, just finding a little support. It's down. All right, really push down into your right heel. And maybe you just find that middle range of motion. Down. Whew, that's a little more intense. Keeping the burn in the legs. Down, up, down, up. All right, down, 4, 3, 2, hold. Keep your left hand on your surface, a little bit of support. Reach your right arm up. Push down through your right heel, all your weight in that right foot. We're gonna pull our left knee in. You pull it in. All right, this is some cardio. We have these cardio bursts. You guys know I love a cardio burst, but I also encourage you to slow down if you need to. Keep going, pull, pull, pull. All these breaks, I don't wanna take breaks. Pull, 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 pull. If you guys haven't heard me talk about it, it's like the Instagram doesn't want to keep my phone awake. It starts to go to sleep, so I gotta just tap my phone. That's what I keep doing. Hopefully that'll get fixed, or I can figure out how to fix that soon. All right, we'll hold the up. 3, 2, hold. Come to upright. All right, whether that means facing me or turning to the side. You stand tall, you push your left knee behind your right. You bend your right knee a little bit. You're gonna stretch and curl your left leg. You take it down and curl. It's tap and curl. You can go a little faster. Tap, curl, tap, curl. If you hadn't realized, this is working your hamstring a lot. Getting a tiny breather, let our heart rate come down a little bit. Try not to sink into your standing hip, because swinging your hips up, standing tall. Tap, squeeze, tap, squeeze. Really get your heel as close as you can to your seat. You just have 2 more. Last one, hold it straight. Always the option to lean a little bit more forward, but think about plank posture. Straight line, head to tailbone. You're gonna take your right leg, your left leg, over to the left, then cross back at center. You take it over and cross. Keep going. Over and cross. Over and cross. Over and cross. As you take it to the left, you should feel the left side of your seat talking to you. I was gonna say screaming, that might be aggressive, but it should feel some work. Out to the left and squeeze. Out and squeeze. 3 more. Squeeze. Taking it far to the right as you can. Here's your last one, inner thigh squeeze. Now hold it out to the right. Push out a little farther. Bend your left knee, your right knee, sorry. Reach your right arm up. Find this long leg, long line. In 4, we come down to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Set your chair to the side. You're gonna come down, and you're gonna find a back dancing position, bridge lifts. So you lay down on the floor, push your feet down into the floor. You're gonna lift and lower your hips. Take them up and down. Lift, lower. Legs are hip distance apart. It's down and up. Keep going, down and up. Maybe you tap your seat on the floor. Maybe not. It's down and up, down and up. Keep going, hip lifts. Down and up, down, up. We're gonna hold it halfway. 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway. Hover your seat just about a fist distance off the floor. Option to reach your arms to the sky. Lift your hips. Up an inch, lift, lift. All right, think squeezing your seat to lift. Up, up, lift. We're not in this back dancing too long, but we are gonna take it up a notch. We are gonna isolate one side at a time. Lift, 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 lift. So feeling the work in your glutes. So you squeeze the lift. We are going to isolate the left side first. So you have the option to start to lift your left heel up. Sorry, your right heel up. Lift your right heel up. Keep your left foot down. I am messing up my lefts and rights today. I swear I do that when I have my heart rate up higher. All right. Now hold the lift. Your right heel can just stay lifted, or you can lift your leg straight to the sky. You're gonna take your hips down an inch, up an inch, down, up. 4 more, then we change. 3, 2, hold. Keep everything stable as you lower your right leg down to match the angle of your left. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze your left glute for support, and option to take your hands back behind you. Keep your hips lifted. If they're dropping down, could you lift them up an inch? Could you squeeze your inner thighs? Hold it here. You've got 10 more seconds. Push down through your left heel. Straighten more through your right leg. Press your belly down. 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Arms lift. Pull your hips up and drop. Pull. Lift. Lift. Little full range of motion between sides. We'll isolate the right glute next. It won't be long, it will be intense. 3, 2, last one up, hold it halfway. All right, now lift your left heel up. You can stay right here, or you can extend your left leg all the way to the sky. Give me 8 lifts, up an inch, up an inch. 6, 4, 3, 2, hold. All right, you want to keep your hips really level, and you're going to lower your left leg down to match the angle of your right. Just hold. You can keep your left tippy toes down and just hold. It's all about squeezing your right glute, squeezing your inner thighs. Maybe take your arms back behind you. Tuck your ribs down. Keep your upper spine on the floor. Hold it here. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, hug both feet, knees into your chest. Find a little rock, side to side. All right, one last abdominal push. You're gonna plant your feet down. Legs find hip distance apart, maybe even just a touch wider than your hips. Then you're gonna curl your shoulders up. Hold on behind your hamstrings. Tuck your chin, gaze between your legs. You're gonna lift up an inch and hold. Lift up and hold. It's lift higher and hold. Shoulders away from your ears. Trying to find more and more height each time. Lift up and hold. It's up and hold. We are almost done with class. We've got this one final thing, then we stretch. Stick with me. Up and hold. It's up and hold. 3, 2, hold. Reach your arms long. Shoulders down. This is just an option. If when you reach your arms long, you drop back to the floor, hold back on. Curl up as high as you can. Hold that height. Fingers reach. We're going to reach side to side. Here we go. Reach right, left. Reach, reach, reach. Just reaching forward 1 inch on either side. You probably don't see me doing very much on the screen. Just a little pull. Push, push. Fingers go forward. Take it right, left, right, left. You can always do this holding on, just taking your shoulders up and over towards either knee. Reach. Stick with it. A little higher for 6, 5, 4 to hold. 3, 2, you got it. Stay lifted. Here we go. Last time. Now hold center. Option to stay right here or reach your legs to the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs. Curl higher. Press your belly down. Curl up and hold. 2 more times. Get as high as you can. Hold it. Find 1 more inch and hold it. Stay right there. 10 seconds. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Find a little rock. Side to side. All right. Here's our final thing. You're gonna come to a reverse plank. Your fingers fan out. Your feet stay hip distance apart. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, hugging your shoulder blades back. Hover your seat up off the floor. You're gonna bend and stretch your elbows. They go down, up, down, lift, down, and lift. Go down and lift. Burning out our triceps here. Remember we did 2 sets earlier. We did a little in our warm-up, but last moment. 6, and then we're gonna hold this reverse plank for our final moment. You got it. Give me 3 more. We'll find that reverse plank together in 2 and 1. Hold your arms straight. You've got 2 choices. You just press your hips up to the sky, take your gaze back to the ceiling, or you can extend your legs straight. Lift your hips. Close your eyes. Breathe. 20 seconds. You can do this. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Don't let them fan open to the ceiling. Hug your hip points tight. Press your belly down. Ribs hug down. Long neck. You got it. Stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Nice job, everybody. Just come to a comfortable seated position. We're gonna roll out our wrists. All right, finding any wrist stretch that feels good for you. A little roll, maybe a little roller coaster. All right. Then from this seated position, I want you to take your right hand down by your hip, lift up, bend your right elbow, coming all the way up and over, then push off, come to the other side. Take it forward. Push. Just let it feel good to move as big as you want. This doesn't have to be huge. Finding a nice side body stretch. We did a lot of oblique work today. Getting the sides of your abdominals. Let it feel good to stretch them out. Last one. And then come to upright. Plant your hands by your hips and lift your hips forward. Finding a nice stretch. Then come down, cross the other leg over top, and lift your hips again. Whew. All right, lower down. One final stretch seated. You're gonna extend your left leg long, and you're gonna cross your right knee over. Hug your knee in towards your chest, sitting up tall. We already did a figure 4, so here's another stretch for our glutes. Feeling that nice release through your right seat. And think back to that exercise we did, our abdominal work in neutral spine. You want that same thing here, sitting up nice and tall, hugging your belly in even as you stretch. All right, switch it out. Right leg forward, left knee hugs in. I think this is definitely one of my favorite stretches. It feels so good. I feel like I could just stay here for a while, not too hard. You're gonna always do more stretching throughout your day. All right, release your left leg. Sweep your legs around behind you. You can come to standing. I'm gonna come to my knees because I fit better on my screen. We're gonna reach one arm up, grab a hold of your elbow. Stretch your tricep. Push your head back into your arm. Maybe find another little side stretch if that feels good. And then upright, switch it out. Other elbow bends, head presses back. Stretch through your triceps. All right, release down. Let's take one breath together. Drop your arms. Breathe in, lift up. And then bring your hands to prayer. One more moment here, seal in that workout. I hope you guys got a little bit sweaty, got a little bit burny. As always, I love feedback. Be proud of yourselves. I can tell you guys worked really hard today. I hope you're sore tomorrow in a good way. And I will be back Sunday at 4 p.m. So hopefully you can join me at the end of your weekend, bang out a good workout before Monday. But have a great weekend and take care. Bye.